Hello again. So we will go over the Glide app, the basics. So in Glide app, you will find that it uses the database the way we just mentioned, the users and so forth. So for blood pressure app, mobile app, what we need, we can create a user for each family member. It's going to be user number 1, user number 2, user number 3, let's say. This Michelle and her 2 daughters, or this is a patient, this is her mother, this is her daughter, something like that. So we will go over how we can build this in Glide app. So you have the table for the users, and these are the information. So each user has a row with the information that is listed here. You can add more information here, but this is the basic table for the patients in our app. There is another way to simplify things. I'll go here. So in Glide app, the user table is very simple. They want you to add a column with a name, column with the email, column with the image. You can add more information here, date of birth or location, city, any more information, you can add it in the next columns. But these are the basic 3 required. And as we mentioned before, we need the ID. It's just to connect easier to the data that we will collect in the future using the ID and relate that to the patient. This is called relationship. So in this setting, let's say I want to record the systolic blood pressure, that's the blood pressure, and the pulse. So for the patient, instead of adding all the patient information here, I'm going to just add their ID. So let's say Michelle is going to check her blood pressure. So she checked it today at noon. Yeah. So this will be the recording time, date for Michelle. And I know Michelle because this is her ID. Then the systolic blood pressure is 120, the systolic is 88, and then the pulse is 922, for example, and so forth. So if you want to see the other patient, Sarah, for example, recorded her blood pressure, but at 6 o'clock. So this is Sarah, for example. Her blood pressure is a little bit high, and she needed to address some issues. Her pulse is okay. So here's the blood pressure. Here's the blood pressure for patient number 1, patient number 2. And this information can be related to the table of the users here. So patient number 1 and then patient number 2. We have the recording for each patient. And the same patient may record her blood pressure several times. So maybe at 10 o'clock in the afternoon or at night. The first patient, Michelle, want to check her blood pressure again, and it's fine. And her pulse is 70. So this is the same patient, but it's recorded in one table, all the patients in this family. So this one with so line 2, line 4 are the same patient. How do we know that? With the user ID. And when I want to relate this information here, I can display the information here for Michelle. Let's say last time of checking blood pressure. So when I connect, I'm going to look up using the ID for Michelle with a lookup here with the ID. So here I'm going to use some have a syntax where I will tell the computer, hey, connect this person with this ID to this information here. So it's gonna connect with these two IDs and then return the last time. So last time it will be at 10 o'clock. So if I put the information here, it will list me last time the patient checked her blood pressure. And same with the second patient, this patient checked it once. So the computer will tell me, hey, this is the last time she checked her blood pressure. So this is how the database will be set up. So you have the user information. There could be more than one user. You can add as many users as you wish. For GlideApp, it's very simple: image, email, and name. You can add the ID. It's a unique ID for each individual. And then we can collect the information, the recordings, in a separate sheet or separate table. This table will include the date and time, but for each patient, we'll use their ID because it's unique, and then collect the systolic, diastolic, and pulse. We can do the same using the same concept for blood sugar. So if we want to build an app for blood sugar, we can check the blood sugar and the time and the user ID. Or we can use it for different information. Let's say they want to add some comment. So we can create a table with the comments listed in one column. We can use the ID, the time, and then the comment here. And then we want to look at the last comment. It's going to be another column here, last time comment made. So it will be last time this person made a comment, it will be somewhere here. So it's similar. And the concept is basically you have two sheets, or in GlideApp, two tables, but you connect the tables with a unique ID, user ID. Thank you.